It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Sue Williams. Before I do, though, I just want to echo some of Brett's comments about the collaboration that exists not only within Fort Hays, but with Fort Hays and K-State. Many of you may not realize that K-State is responsible for starting the social work program at Fort Hays State University back in the late 80s. And so we have a deep history with K-State and much appreciate their collaboration. Dr. Williams is a professor of sociology and criminology and is the lead investigator of Our Town, Our Kids, a project uniting K-State, Fort Hays State University, K-State Extension with community resources in Western Kansas. The project was awarded $522,000 by the Kansas Department of Corrections and the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. The collaborative effort identifies system-related hurdles that may negatively affect youth. Known widely as an expert in multi-method research, Dr. Williams' National Science Foundation study of adolescent girls broke ground in empirically documenting the independent effect of the local community on life decisions of individual girls. Dr. Williams' expertise focuses in three areas of research and scholarship: youth, inequality, and place. Please welcome
Tim.
Dr.
I
Williams.
really appreciate that, and so glad you could join us this morning and help us manage ourselves. Sometimes that's a big job. And Brett, thank you. What kind words. I really appreciate it. The truth is, Dr. Zollinger has contributed in untold ways to the development of this summit. Every time coming across with resources, contributions, assistance, we at K-State and at OTOK could not ask for a better partner. Also, we at K-State know that we stand on the shoulders of Fort Hays State University and Docking Institute, as well as Garden City Community College and Colby Community College out in your areas. They represent Western Kansas in ways that we cannot. Together, we are mighty indeed, and we treasure this relationship. The name of this brief segment that I want to introduce to you today is called Why Are We Here? I learned long ago that if I can't answer that question, we may as well just go home. Now, please don't go home. I think that I can relay why we are here today, and I want to review that really quickly. First, we are here to applaud your community work. Through the study circles that we've conducted out in Western Kansas, they were held in 5 different locations over a period of 4 to 5 months or so. You OTOK participants came together to study, explore, often debate and deliberate, and ultimately identify these system barriers that Tim just referred to that sometimes are hurdles to the success of your at-risk youth. So you developed action plans then to follow up on correctives to those barriers, and together we've been sort of taking count and tally. We've put in something like 5,000 people hours alone and about 20,000 miles in travel. By the way, before we pat ourselves on the back too much, recall that Peggy Pratt covers 16,197 square miles in her area on a regular basis. I am humbled by that. And Katrina Pollitt, who's with us today, runs more than 25 separate programs, coordinating the staff, the service providers, the youth and families involved in each and every one. They do a fantastic job out there. Second, we're here because we have unfinished business, don't we? We know that this is just the beginning. There's data to collect and analyze, reports to write, plans to implement, and even more proposals in the process. We've hardly scratched surface in bringing together all of your great ideas out there for all of your deserving youth. But together, we have begun. You know, I love that old proverb, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And you have taken that critical step and more. Okay, third, we're here because you care about your community and your kids. One of the refrains that we heard when repeated throughout the communities as we were visiting out there and doing our listening tours and conducting our study circles is that you would say, well, yes, but we've done this before. And sure, you say that you're here now, but how long will you be here? Indeed, you hit the proverbial nail on the head. Right now, we have the knowledge, the people, the experience, and for now, again, the resources. Our greatest challenge lies in sustainability. And on day 3 of this summit, we're going to directly address that challenge in a number of ways. Brett began to hint about that as well. Finally, we're here now in this virtual room because of the great 2020 COVID-19 crisis. Here we are in the midst of it, doing our part, playing the role, while still doing our job. You know, when Greg, Elaine, and I first began this OTOK journey, we faced our first hurdle, I'm pretty sure, about on day 1 of the project. And we all sort of looked at one another and said, adaptability. That has become our mantra, and it's a good anthem to adopt, especially when we're working with juvenile justice. I know you out there with boots on the ground understand that better than anyone. And again, as Brett pointed out, the sidekick of adaptability, at least here in Western Kansas, is grit. And this group is well equipped with grit. We've seen that, we've listened to that, we've witnessed that. We learn, grow, and adapt in ways that we would never have thought possible even a few weeks ago, right? And we will persevere because our kids are worth it. They're worth all of it. So thank you for showing up. Decisions are made by those who show up. And I want to briefly acknowledge our OTOK crew who are here today. Please raise your hands. Hopefully people can see you. Greg Paul, our project manager. I'm not sure if Elaine is here right now. Elaine Johannes, our extension liaison. April Terry is here, our OTOK associate and a docking fellow. Kristen Kramer, OTOK associate and policy guru. Mary Edwards, senior research assistant and all-around save-the-day person. Mackenzie Zimmerman, graduate research assistant. Kelly Grant, graduate research assistant. And we have several of our study circle facilitators here. Travis Rickford, Laura Horton, Jennifer LaSalle, Bernie Unruh. I don't know if Susan Schlichting is here, and Stacy Brown, but all of these have facilitated our study circles out in Western Kansas. So thank you for being here, and it means more than you know, and I think that we're going to find great directions from this point on, and this is a great kickoff. Thank you.